countries.
That's true.
Been saying that. All right. Speaking of fix your own problems.
What problem does he have today?
DeSantis says he would seek repeal of the First Step Act if elected president. Now, comb over, he actually did the First Step Act when he was president. Remember, y'all keep saying he didn't do anything. Mm-hmm. Even though I don't like Trump, I told y'all why I don't like him for other reasons. Mm-hmm. But black people still hold on to that they don't like Trump, even though I told you gave money to HBCUs, helped pass this act for the first step.
He does.
This man right here, DeSantis, is the one y'all need to be afraid of. I'm just being honest.
Okay.
I don't like neither one of them, but DeSantis is Terminator too.
He's not he's very good with how he thinks in his speech.
And he lies. He lied on this when they said.
Yeah,
Republican sad. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis said last week that he would seek the repeal of the First Act, a major criminal justice reform bill signed into law by former President Donald Trump in 2018. So he wants to go in and change up stuff that Comover did. He's telling MAGA people, I'm worse than him. If you think he was bad, I'm worse than this guy. Okay. That's what he's saying. Both of them are bad, but he wants to tell you whatever he did if he gave money to HBCUs, I'm taking that money back. Oh. He did this. He's like, I'm Terminator too.
Oh my goodness.
DeSantis' comments in an interview with Daily Wire published last Friday seem like part of a campaign strategy to paint Trump, who often muses about executing drug dealers and jokes about police brutality, as soft on crime. He wants to show that Trump is soft on crime.
And that's what Trump always screaming, right. He's not soft on crime.
Under the Trump administration, he enacted a bill. Basically, this is what DeSantis is saying, a jailbreak bill. It's called the First Step Act. It has allowed dangerous people out of prison who have now reoffended and really, really hurt a number of people. All lies. First of all, it's not for people who did harsh crimes.
Who is it for?
People who did like drugs and things like it's not harsh. It's not people that murder people they get out and then murder somebody else.
The one thing I don't like about our judicial system and how people are incarcerated in prison, I don't like when you mix people who have done hideous crimes.
Exactly.
Violated women.
Yes.
Kids.
Yes.
Took lives of people with whether a weapon or whatever to a drug dealer.
That's what he's doing.
A drug dealer.
And he said, the First Act, what it does is, okay, you know how we say that when you're in prison, you don't really get rehabilitated. Sure. When Comover, they brought this to him and he signed it.
Yeah.
They start when you near your time to get out. Like let's say you went in for theft or drugs or something.
Okay.
And it's near because you got to get out. Yeah. You're not in there forever
unless you've murdered and been in there for
that's
life.
Different.
Okay. But why do they mix?
When it's time, hold on. When it's time for them to get ready, before it's time for them to get out,
right.
They introduce them to these classes on how to rehabilitate them when they come out.
Them for outside.
So they do mental type of classes. Yeah. They do educational trade type of stuff and how to balance your books, your money, and just if you have a drug issue, how to deal with that. Then when you get out, the First Step Act has more programs to kind of follow you and make sure you don't end up back into prison.
Going back. Okay.
So this bozo says he wants to repeal that because he's just letting anybody out with this First Step Act and they're repeat offenders. No statistics follow what he's saying, but what he's pulling on is those people from MAGA who are scared of the black man climbing through the window and hitting them in the head. So he's talking to them. You know, I'm going to repeal that act that's letting these criminals come out that's going to end up robbing you. Trump signed it. I'm going to repeal that because he's just giving them a jail-free card.
Get out of jail.
And that's not what that did. So I told you with this man when he talked about the book banning, you got to watch him. Trump is stupid. He says everything.
Yeah.
DeSantis knows exactly what he's saying.
And how he words it.
He's a
lawyer, you guys.
He's a lawyer.
And they can't, a lot of times with his Harvard degree and his experience as little president over as a governor, he has skills and he talks well.
Listen. So one of the things I would want to do as president is go to Congress and seek to repeal the First Step Act. DeSantis says, if you are in jail, you should serve your time. Again, it's letting them out earlier. If I gave somebody 10 years for drugs and they've been doing these programs in prison and they've shown that they different, that they've changed, and then I watch them when they get out, why should they not get out in maybe 6 years? These are not hardened criminals. These are not people who
He's
kill
putting
people.
them all in one.
He's putting them in one thing,
and that to me I don't like, because some people are in there for they haven't taken a life or anything.
They might have stole something, and they got a lot of years for that.
Yeah,
but because they rehabilitated, and it says here, if you are in jail, you should serve your time. And the idea that they're releasing people who have not been rehabilitated early so that they can prey on people in our society is a huge, huge mistake. You see how he words stuff? So they can prey on people. Oh, steal somebody's television again?
So
he words things that make you think it's murderers and people that's going to be put out there.
Right. And you know darn well, Ron DeSantis, that you placing fear on people. And that's the thing that's going to try to get you.
When Congress passed it, a wide bipartisan margin, the Republicans and the Democrats liked it. The First Step Act was the most sweeping criminal justice reform legislation to pass Congress. Mm-hmm. For you to have something that Republicans and Democrats was like, okay, what Republicans wouldn't be like, okay, they learning, they doing stuff in jail, they're rehabilitating.
What the jail system is supposed to do is doing it.
Thank you.
That's the purpose of it, not just a cage to keep people in there until what? Until they die?
DeSantis' comments are a thumb in the eye of the many Republicans who worked on that legislation, such as former Georgia Rep. Doug Collins, author of House version of the First Step Act, who noted that DeSantis voted for an earlier version of the bill. He voted for it.
Okay.
But now he's running for president. He has to look like, okay, I'm tough on crime. I'm different than Comb Over. I need to separate myself from him and let y'all know that I'm tougher than he is. So that's all I'm saying. And then Comb Over, you heard what he did today. It was either today or yesterday. He wants to change the Constitution.
He already messing with our laws. What does he want to do? He want to create a new one?
He wants to change the law.
To say what?
That if you are born in this country from somebody who is an illegal immigrant, you do not automatically get American status. So if you're a pregnant woman and you crossing the border, right?
Yeah.
She's illegal. The woman crossing the border.
But the
baby being born in this country is American.
Right, because they were born on this soil.
He wants to change that from the Constitution. That just because you're born on this soil, it does not automatically make you an American citizen.
Don't y'all feel like right now, if we don't get a hint as Christians to pray for our leaders, I don't know what else is going to have to happen. He
said day one. So we got this guy day one saying that he want to appeal acts and all this and close the border. Remember, he said that.
I don't even know what to say.
Trump says day one, he's going to sign a thing, and they said it's going to end up going to the Supreme Court, and they're going to end up shutting it down, they said. The Supreme Court rarely changes the Constitution of the United States.
I know Whoopi had talked today. They talked today about DeSantis' comment about, I guess a reporter approached Biden and said, what do you think about him, DeSantis saying he may pardon Trump.
Right.
When he go, and I think Biden just kind of laughed and shut that off, because you think about it, it's even though it's no laughing matter, it is. For Biden to even make a comment about it, whatever. But one of the things that Whoopi did say, she said, "You guys, I can't wait, Sonny. I can't wait till he's in his orange suit when he's arrested. And Whoopi had to remind the ladies at the table, there's no law in place that says a man running for president can't be a president while he in jail.
There's no law.
There's nothing, you guys, written in our Constitution, our amendments, nothing.
He gonna run from jail.
He can run from jail if he becomes president. And that's one thing Whoopi said that's one law we need to change. But with comb over saying.
And one more statistic. The Justice Department, a 2022 annual report of the First Step Act found that out of 9,791 people released on the First Step Act, right? 1,557 were rearrested. But that is significantly lower than the federal prison system's overall recidivism rate. According to the Bureau of Prisons, the overall recidivism rate, you want to know what it is? 43%. Almost half. Almost half of the people released from prison go back. Are repeat offenders.
Okay.
So that obviously means something is wrong with the system. So the First Step Back is saying out of 9,700 people, only 1,500 of them came back. That's way less than half, which means it's working. Which means you can make it better. How do we stop that 1,557 from going back?
You always want to make better with your percentages and your
exactly
and making the results and move the needle more.
But you don't get rid of something that's working
and doing a fear thing to scare folks.
So that should tell you he's going to be a horrible president. Because if his mind thinks like that, I'm going to repeal something that's actually working just so I can put scare and tactics into people. That means he's going to be that type of president.
But on the other side of that, you just said what Trump wants to do. You guys, this is really sad. Those between the two of them and Trump having the highest percentage.
If you are a Latino,
I want to do a new law that says when you're born in this country, you're not really born in this country.
If you are a Latino person in this country,
please don't vote.
You
for
are
Trump.
a moron if you vote for DeSantis or Trump.
Here's the fear tactic.
You're a moron. Because they want to get rid of y'all.
Here's the thing.
I don't know what other way to tell you.
And I don't understand. I think that's why Sonny keeps messing with Anna.
They want to get rid of y'all.
Why are you a Republican?
No,
why are you Republican?
No, but she don't have to vote.
Why are you Republican?
But not all Republicans think like that.
I know, but the leadership.
That's true.
That's running.
Yeah.
And the ones who have the highest percentage.
Yeah, she's right.
Anna. They want to get rid of your family that comes in this country and have kids.
They let them take over that party.
Yeah.
They let him come in and take over that party.
Yeah.
Trump is not a Republican.
Maybe a lot.
He's a Trumpster. He doesn't care about either party.
Maybe a lot of people, not just Latinos and other people you saying from other countries that have come here, second generation, whatever, maybe they'll all jump ship of the Republican Party and just be independent until they see, if there's a hope and chance for them to stay in this country.
And the sad thing about it is the only person that could not beat them, that may beat them, is Biden.
But that's
the best the Democrats could do.
But think about it. That's better than these two knuckleheads, though.
I know.
Seriously. If you, whatever party you are, you guys. If that's,
you want somebody who you don't feel did anything, or you want somebody that's going to move the country backwards.
Yeah. Or be a threat to those who are in our country, they feel illegally or anything else they can still hurt. I don't know. That's a hard one.
That's a tough one.
Okay.
All right. Oh Lord. There is a viral video going around.